Tennessee rivalry means to you?
Well, I mean, I never really grew up, you know, an Alabama fan or a Tennessee fan. But I do know how much it means to a lot of the fans, you know, especially for the people that grew up, you know, understanding the Alabama and Tennessee tradition and the rivalry, how that works. And it's a big deal. It's almost like, you know, Auburn and Alabama. So it's a big deal for this you know, fan base and for our Alabama community.
Talk about how fun it is after a win, after Tennessee win. We all get to smoke the cigars.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a tradition that's been going on since, I mean, I don't know, since I came here, and you know, everyone's been saying that's a tradition. Yeah, but I mean, it's fun. You know, it's just hard for me sometimes to breathe because I mean, it's not an environment. You know, you want anyone really in after we win the game.
How'd you feel about the offensive line you played with on Saturday?
I mean, they did a great job. You know, I think Landon Dickerson did a really great job communicating up front for those guys. With it being his first time, you know, on the job, you know, I think he did a really great job when they would stem the front. You know, when they'd bring people in the box, how he'd redirect protection, redirect the mic, getting everyone on the same page to help get me protected and open up run lanes for the running backs, I think was really good.
What did it mean to you to establish the school record for passing touchdowns? What did that mean to you?
Well, you know, all these records, you know, they mean a lot because of the guys that have come before me, you know, over here. But, you know, I think if we want to look at now, the things now that we're worried about isn't, you know, with the records, I mean, things that I'm doing or any of the individual guys are doing, but, I mean, it's the things that we want to accomplish as a team, you know, and that's to win an SEC championship game, go undefeated this season, and then, I mean, you know, obviously have the opportunity to play for another national championship and then, you know, win. And so I think the individual success that I have or any of the other guys on the team have is based on our success as a team. And so, you know, if we continue to win as a team, you know, I think all the individual accolades start to come up, you know, and if we don't win, I mean, you know, nobody really looks at teams that lose, you know, and so it's really the guys' team.
When you see a team like Georgia lose an unranked team at home, how does that reinforce the fact that you really need to come in focused no matter who you're playing in SEC?
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing in the SEC, regardless, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you know, everyone is capable of beating you. You know, everyone is good. Everyone is well coached. But I also think that, you know, when you're coming off a win, you know, when, I mean, let's say Tennessee, you know, when you're a team like that where you lose in the beginning, and then you're starting to find who you are, you know, because against Georgia, I mean, they hung in there, you know, to halftime. I mean, they come off a win, you know, I think you really start to understand who their identity, like what their identity is, you know, as a team. They're starting to come together, you know, and they're really starting to play together. They're really starting to understand what their coaches expect of them. And, I mean, I think coming off a win like that for them, you know, they're going to come motivated, you know, to play us. And it's not going to be hot. It's going to be some nice temperatures, you know, so it's a night game, and that's something that's going to make it really exciting, you know, to play against someone like Tennessee.
Your first night game of the season. It's a little bizarre to say that when we're talking as late as we are. Does that matter anything, or does that affect because it is a later kick than what you guys have done all
Yeah,
year?
I'd say the only thing that it affects is I think by the time the game ends, we'll just about be getting ready to go to church. So that's the only thing, is it's gonna be late. But other than that, regardless, I mean, I think it's good football weather. You know, it's great football weather for both sides. And then, you know, it'll help out with the fans, you know, being able to stay in the game as well, you know, not too hot. Now, hopefully it doesn't get too cold, but I mean, regardless, you know.
There's probably a lot more money. Last one.
discussion between you and Jerry on that one play, media.
Yeah.
Was that just more a competitive edge, Jerry? Maybe communication issue? With the
Yeah,
crowd?
it was a communication issue. You know, he said he's seen one thing. I told him I seen another. I mean, we got it sorted out. We communicated it on the sideline. You know, next time, you know, we should end up doing this because this.
Is that more or less just with a loud crowd, more hand signals? Just
No.
like-
It is more so what he saw during the play. You know, he sat and I thought he should have just came across. So I was looking at him in the second window. He thought, you know, to sit in the first window because he's seen color. So, I mean, miscommunication. But
Y'all got it all
we got
ironed
it sorted
out.
out. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.